Jessica. Jessica's in the fucking building. Looking fabulous though.
Cute.
Out here slaying.
Life cycle.
You seem depressed about it. You should be happy.
So depressed.
Te bañaste finally.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I smelled something good. I was like, what is that? Versace?
Yeah.
The little pink one?
Mm-hmm.
Oof. That's that stripper shit.
Ladies.
Yeah. Especially if you strip.
But you might be single.
If you're a lady of the night, get you one.
Right. Go. They got travel size. Take it on the go.
All right. Vamos a empezar, pues, ya.
Yeah. You looking for me, you can find me at the spot. Chopping it up with JONA, we talking about what's hot on the block. Up in Dago, man, we bumping. Keeping it confidential, you notice how we coming, we in front. Looking for that real, better tune in and stick by. Put on for the city every time that I dip by. Getting to that gritty every time that we sit down. Promise you it's real every time that I get round. Come on. Been in the field playing, we work.
Welcome back. Barbershop Confidential, the podcast. Your boy JONA. Ya sabes. And Jessica.
I'm back.
She's back. I've been asking her for a while to come back. She's like, no, JONA, I'm not ready. I'm healing.
I'm healing. I'm still healing. I have just a Band-Aid over it right now.
So tell me, give me the update.
The elephant in the room?
Yeah, what happened?
Lord. Well, last time I was here,
You were
for those of you that
all
watch,
smitten in love.
I was. I mean, I can't say that I'm not. I still love the guy, but I was definitely in love.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward to when the podcast came out.
Yeah. So I have questions that I've been wanting to ask. Well, go ahead. So what happened?
And he broke up with me because I did the podcast. Not because I did the podcast. It was because of what was like said on the podcast, insinuating that I had like this crazy past or whatever. And it just like, yeah, it was a lot. So
Downhill.
now I'm single.
You're all like,
and I'm back. But not looking.
Not looking though.
Not right now.
No. None but disappointments out there anyways. Oh, let's do cheers.
Nothing
Cheers.
but
Cheers.
disappointment.
Cheers. Cheers to a good night and fuck these fools. So walk me through what happened, because this is my point from my side of what happened. I was posting clips and I was like, hey, she's not really reposting.
Yeah.
And then you text me, you're like, listen, what had happened was, and I was like, oh fuck. And I had posted a clip where I was like making fun of you, like,
Yeah.
oh, Jessica, out
It
here.
was a For the Streets one.
It was a For the Streets clip.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me take that down now, because
Yeah.
whoops.
And see, I didn't care. I was just like, keep it. Like, I mean, it's, to me, I didn't see anything like bad with it. I still don't see anything bad with it. So we had this conversation, right? Like there's definitions to like the streets.
Right.
Right. So let's clear that up first.
Let's
what
clear
was
it up.
your definition of me being like, when you known me, I was for the streets? Like,
You just out.
right.
Like partying, having a good time.
Right.
Just
As you should when you're single.
And I do want to apologize, because it never my intention
It's not your
to
fault.
have what happened happen at all.
Right.
I got number love and respect for you.
Right.
So my bad.
Fine.
But my definition, it's just somebody who's always out having a good time. Like,
right.
if I would say, if I meant you was a hoe, I would have just been like, Jessica out here hoeing.
Right. I
'Cause
mean,
then,
right.
she's a lady of the night, or a streetwalker.
He's a freak in the streets and on the streets.
But I didn't say, that's not what I meant.
Right.
So.
But that's the way he took it, and he like ran with it. And it's unfortunate, because let's just say that's what you meant. Everybody has a fucking past.
Yeah.
Like if Kat was like,
true.
yo, like I used to be for the streets. Are you okay with that?
Yeah. And I was like, I met you on the streets. Of course.
Literally on the streets.
Yeah, like in the club.
Right. Plus I dated your friend. So I feel like you've seen a lot
like
of
I've
sides
seen,
of me,
yeah.
But there've never been like a whole side of me, really.
Right.
It was just, there was a single side of me.
Yeah.
And when you're
And
single,
when you're single, you can do whatever you want.
around, do whatever you fuck you want. Don't judge me for it. And I'm not going to judge you. But I got judged for that word. Judged and dumped, because.
What is it? No, but you got judged and fucking sentenced.
Yeah.
To like termination.
From prison. Single prison.
I
don't like it here.
You just pointed at, you walked in and he's
Yeah.
all, get out.
Right. Hey, babe. Nah, this is over. Go
Is
back
that
to
how it happened though? Like,
no. So
did you have to reach out to him and you're like, hey, babe, good morning? And he's like, No.
You're gonna laugh like, and I'm laughing right now, but it's probably not that funny. But anyways, when the podcast came out, we were texting in the morning. I took my dog to get a haircut, and I was like, we were just taking back and forth. I was telling him his mom had texted me or whatever. And then out of nowhere, he went MIA for 8 hours.
Was this before he listened or after?
I think the podcast came out, and then like within like 2 hours, it was just like silence, radio silence. Right. And I was like, okay, he's working today. So like after an hour or two, I was like, okay, he's probably busy. After 3 hours, I was like, all right, well, what time is it? He's not up till 6 p.m. came around, still nothing. So then I called him, was going to voicemail.
And that's not normal. So
not
so
normal
we understand.
At all.
Like in any relationship.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
like at all. And if he's busy, he'll like, even if it's 3 hours later, like, hey babe, my bad, I was busy. So like there's a time frame from 1 to 6 that I was like okay with it because that's when he works.
Yeah.
But after 6, I was like texting Claudia, my homegirl that was here last time.
Shout out to Claudia.
I was like, Claudia, like I'm getting worried. Like it's almost like 8 p.m. Like what the fuck? Like maybe nothing. So then I was like, if he doesn't call me by 10 or if I can't get a hold of him, like I'm gonna start calling hospitals.
Damn, you was worried.
I was concerned.
The podcast wasn't even like...
No, and then Claudia was like, maybe, do you think he got mad about the podcast? I was like, I don't think so. Because I feel like our relationship was like solid. You know what I mean? Like I felt like it was strong, solid. Like that wasn't something like not worth having a conversation if you felt some type of way.
We may be getting mad about it.
Yeah, and that's fine. Your feelings are valid if you feel some type of way, but like a breakup? Like you went MIA for hours? Like I was gonna call the cops.
Ghosted you.
Yo, I was gonna call the cops.
8 hours.
His mom.
You hit him up. He's like,
grandma.
I didn't take. I thought you understood that we're done.
No, then he finally answered as I'm getting in the car. And
to go over to his house?
He was like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, what do you mean, what's up? Literally was about to go to hospitals and like jails. Start looking up your name. And he was just like, I just needed a minute. I went hiking. I turned my phone off. I was like, you can't do this. But like, it's still like oblivious to the fact that I'm like, bitch, you're going to get dumped right now. Like almost 11 p.m.
You could not read the room, huh?
Not at all. So I'm still concerned. And I was like, are you okay? And then his like words were just like, I just can't do this anymore. I was like, why? What happened? Like, what the hell?
Was this at night or during the day?
That was at night.
I mean, the very day it came out? Because I didn't text you until like a day or two after.
I didn't even say anything about it for a while.
Yeah. Were you still like processing? Like,
yeah, I was still processing because even like, so I ended up going to his house. If he's watching this, he's probably like, don't went on the podcast again. Sorry.
He's like, now we're really done.
She
loves you, bro.
I love you. I do. I did nothing wrong. I'm sorry I hurt your feelings.
Even I felt bad. I was like, fuck.
Anyways, if you're watching this, come back. I need you. It's ghetto out here.
The streets are not for me.
The streets are ghetto. Come pick me up. But that day, I still went to his house like that night. I didn't even go to sleep till like almost 3 a.m.
Damn.
Didn't get home from his house. When I came back, like it was like 1:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Like I was just going over there and I was just like so confused because I'm like, ain't no way this guy is breaking up because of a podcast.
Right.
Like keep in mind, like I told him about the podcast. I don't want to say I asked permission, but I pretty much did, like I know what,
respectfully.
right. Not anybody could just be on a podcast and like, although you and I are cool and you guys is like you and your fiance's relationship is cool, not everybody is cool with being and like talking about everything on a podcast. So I told him
I forget that actually.
Because you guys have like a solid, cool relationship.
I forget about that shit all the time. I'm like, like my boys be like, I don't know if my girl's like, what do you?
Right, you gotta.
Excuse me, like.
Dump her. Yeah, like, she's not the one, bro.
So I'm married.
Right. That's not it. No. Next.
No, but that's my fault because I just assume like everybody just has good communication with their partners, and that's my fault.
But I did communicate, and my thing was like I even told them we might talk about homeboy that I dated, like I literally was like watch his podcast so you can like get the drift and like understand what like the context of it. He was cool with it, but he just was not cool with the fact that he thought I used to be for the street.
Damn.
Right, he literally was like, oh, go back to the streets.
He's all off you go.
Off you go.
Oh, you miss it?
Adios. Don't forget this bag and your toothbrush.
Pick up your shit.
No.
Show up to your doors.
Meanwhile, I started his toothbrush at my fucking house for like 3 months. I'm like, in case he comes back, and his contacts cases.
You smell it.
Right. Oh.
I miss his breath.
Oh no. Lord.
Damn. No, my fault. I shouldn't laugh. My fault.
I mean, it's funny now. It's
like,
been.
I felt horrible. Like,
I know you did.
and a lot of people were, because I asked around, like, yo, like, I wasn't judging them, but I was like,
Right.
yo, like, what do you, like, if I'm telling you, and they're like, some people were like, nah, she was wildin'.
Really?
Yeah, some people were like, nah, I heard it. She was wildin'.
Which one of y'all was
But
saying
some
this?
people were like,
Y'all know
I mean,
him?
I understand a fight.
Yeah, right. I wasn't
breakup
mad about
It was
that.
kind of like excessive, but you know, like you
Bro,
said,
his mom watched
his
it.
feelings.
He sent it to his mom, and even his mom said, like, a relationship, you work it out. You don't you don't just walk away from it. His mom said this, but he was like, "Oh, my mom loves you. Of course she's gonna have your back." No, I don't think it's that. I think like your mom literally heard everything, and although she doesn't understand the context of everything, I'm sure he explained it to her.
Imagine having to sit there and be like, she's like, what
What's
does
for
that
the
mean?
streets?
He's like, well, you know, like when a girl's single,
You know, when she's a whore.
when she's a lady of
Or
the
used
night.
to be.
No, that sucks. I felt bad. Like even Cal was like, babe, like it's not your fault. I was like, I know, but kind of like, you know, I don't
Right.
never intend to like break up a relationship.
Right. Okay. Don't come on here. If you're in a relationship, don't do it.
But
No,
yeah,
it wasn't your fault. Like at the end of the day, this is how I see it. Like he wasn't like when you're in a relationship, and I'm sure this is the way you are with Kat, right? Like you have to go through the good, the bad, and the ugly, no matter what. And you're always gonna have horrible situations, but you want to go through like bad situations to make you stronger and better.
I mean, you don't want to.
Not want. Well,
they come up.
no, but it's kind of needed in a relationship, right? Because
you have to test,
you
not
have
purposely test it, but things need to test the
right.
the you know, the strength.
And we were together for 6 months. So if at 6 months this was like breakable, I hate to admit it, but then either he wasn't ready for a relationship or he really wasn't as invested as I thought he was.
I mean, 6 months. You know, I was listening to some TikTok video of some girl. She was like heartbroken about her dude cheating on her, and she's like, "We've been together for a year," and I was like, "A year? You're worried about a year?
Don't change.
Like in a year, like anything goes.
anything.
Like, why are you tripping about a year?
6 months, anything goes. I could.
But then I thought about you. I was like, damn, it wasn't even a year. Like,
I know.
why is you bugging?
6 months, and then like what? Your podcast that episode came out in October. So now what? 5 months.
That was in October. Damn, that was a while ago.
October. So now I'm gonna be kind of officially single, almost 6 months coming soon again.
So like a whole
right, like a whole fucking.
So if you meet him now, it's like fresh start.
I want nice to meet you. You haven't seen my podcast? Don't. Don't watch
Did you
episodes.
ask like your peeps? Yo, did you?
I asked so many people, especially guys, and like even like Claudia was probably sick of me. Like anytime we'd go out or meet somebody new,
Would
like,
you ask them?
I'm like, hey, I have a question, right? Just speaking hypothetically, if you knew somebody that did, or you were dating a girl and they did this, and like all the guys were like, nah, what the fuck? And I don't want to say what they were saying because, you know, it was a lot, but it was, I was like, oh, okay, I just wanted your opinion. But they were like pretty much saying like, nah, I would never break up with somebody over that.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
like,
sometimes
okay, so I'm
like
not crazy.
sometimes like when you're with your partner, they say like a story that you don't really like, but
Yeah.
it's kind of funny.
Right.
But you could just be like, and you get home, you're like, babe, like let's like minimize how many times we tell that story,
Right.
please. You know, like,
Yeah.
like I understand you had your past, but like think about me, you know.
Right.
But nah, I'm not gonna be like, oh, we're fucking done.
No.
Yeah.
For a while, like I'd hear the word podcast because everybody does podcasts now. I'm like triggered every 2 seconds.
You're like, huh? Check your phone, dumped. Ah!
On my feed is like dumped people quotes.
All
Fuck.
breakup videos. You're all like, fuck you,
Like a
TikTok.
bunch of quotes. He sucks. He broke up with you. What?
Bunch of all the quotes and shit.
You know, like when you're searching something or talk about something, it pops up on your phone.
Your phone knows. It
Yeah.
heard. Even your phone was like,
Right. I'm like,
damn.
damn. Who told you?
And
Your
your
podcast keep
what a-
coming up.
What about your closest homegirls?
Did they?
What they say?
Same thing. Like everybody rooted for our relationship. Like at the end of the
even,
day,
like I was a supporter.
right?
I had
My
hats made and everything.
supervisor-
I had flags, put it on the back
Right.
of my truck, everything.
Okay, Trump supporter. What color were they?
They're like, does that say? Oh, it says Jess.
Joe Biden. Oh, Jessica. J and Y. Got it. Everybody was rooting for us. I think the
Yeah,
only thing I
facts.
regret out of the relationship is introducing him to my family,
Oh, that's
and vice versa.
Do you really care to get it though?
I do regret it.
Right now,
Because
because of what happened.
Well, so my rule has always been, and it's still going to be, and I'm mad that I didn't stick to it, was I'm not going to introduce the person that I'm talking to until a year.
A whole
after
year.
we're dating. A whole year. Because, I mean, shit, that was 6 months and look what happened. And like in a year, more shit can happen. Or it could be just great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I trusted him. Like when I met him, his sister came out here and he was like, oh, I want you to meet my sister. I'm like, okay, whatever. Then his mom came out here. He's like, I want you to meet my mom. And I was like, oh. Keep in mind, his mom has never met any of his girlfriends. I think he's only had like 3.
That's a lot. I've had 1.
Good for you. That was my goal. But, you know, she's had a different path for me.
Yeah, you never think like, before I get married, I want 10 girlfriends. Or like 10 boyfriends. Like,
who wants to go through all that? It's like, oh, now you gotta start. Especially as you get older. Now I'm like, now I gotta start all
like
over.
in high school, you weren't like, I'm gonna be for the streets. For sure.
Not at all.
No.
I was in a relationship for 8 years.
Oh, that's me right now. I'm all,
sorry, babe.
Sorry, babe. I love you.
But I was 15.
Oh,
15 to what's that, 23?
That's a long time.
I was in a relationship the whole time. And yes, I was loyal.
Not for the streets.
No, for the streets. I was a child. And I was in a relationship for a long ass time. Not until then did I like, my first date was.
I'm up to bleep. No names.
Sorry. Well, he was like the first person I like was like.
The reason why I stopped being your friend.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that. Whoops, my hair back.
Flip it back.
Let's talk about that. That's another elephant in the room. That's why it's so stuffy in here.
I know, right?
2 of them.
Open up the window and shit. Yeah, I met you through my friend, and I was like, "Man, she's cool as fuck." And then you guys, didn't work out. And the way it was described to me, you were the villain. You were the monster, and I was like, "Let's fight the monster, bro." Say less, block. I don't think I blocked you. I just deleted you. I was like, delete.
Yeah.
And
everybody.
I came home. I was like, babe, delete her.
Everybody.
We fucking team. Beep. Like we ride. And we never heard the other side. Your side.
I don't even remember like what it was. God, it's been a while.
I don't even know if there was like a side. We just like
there wasn't a
he
side.
told us how he felt and what happened. And I was like, yeah, you're my boy, so I'm gonna ride with you. Like, yeah. That's just how I am.
So the whole issue with that was I knew him since 9th grade. And when I started seeing you guys at the gym again, that was like,
years.
Years after I was in 9th grade. So I'd known him and I know him for a long time. Just as a friend.
No more, right? Blocked.
Right. I'm blocked. Still, I guess. I don't know. Not like I check or anything.
You're all like, I checked on the way here.
Right. Damn it. So black. Can't
Still
find
blocked.
it.
You have to make a fake
I'm not
account.
trying to tag him. Fuck. It doesn't work.
Post a picture with him and tag him.
Still have pictures,
Throwback.
actually.
Throwback Thursday.
Throwback
Remember?
Thursday. Tag his whole family. But the issue with that was, and that was a mess, because when I started seeing you guys at the gym and I would start hanging out with you guys and like working out, he was still in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You remember?
Yeah.
And then he was trying to, like, we talked about like entertaining the fact that like, well, what if, I don't know, let's see what happens. But I thought he was like over with the relationship. No, he was still in the relationship.
Oh, allegedly,
like, oh, what the fuck? That shit was a mess.
I don't know any of this.
But she was still staying at his house and his roommate's house. Oh my God, I'm gonna get so much shit for this.
Yeah.
Well, don't watch.
And then they're gonna be mad at me again. I'm like, what the fuck did I do?
But let me tell my side of the story, since it's been years and I think nobody cares. Hopefully nobody cares. Well, I don't care at this point.
The audience cares because we love chisme here. So.
We love the tea. If it's tequila. So that, what happened? Okay, so then he like promised me he was gonna break up with her, but they were gonna go to a rave first. Some raves were a thing. Comes back.
What does he do, Jessica? Little mencita.
Fucking waited like an idiot.
You're like, okay.
Fresh new to the streets.
Telling your friends, like, he's gonna, like, you sounded like a side piece. Like, he's gonna leave her, I promise.
Oh my God, no. It's so sad. Fast forward, the fucking rave happens. He's like, well, I'm not ready to break up with her yet. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyways, then eventually leaves her.
Bro!
That's a true story. It happened. I don't have receipts, but
because I'm blocked.
I can't read the DMs anymore. But they're there. Yeah. So then we try. Anyways, he broke up with her. We were trying for a little bit. And then I was like, all right, so what are we doing? Like, you are around me 24/7. Like, my fucking grandma loves you. My great grandma loves you. Like, what
Hey,
are we
rest in peace, your
doing?
grandma, though.
Oh, thank you. I know. My abuelita.
Abuelita, rest in peace.
She loved. Oops.
Guy.
Sorry. Anyways. So then I was like, what are we doing? Like you're like pretty much living here. I'm over there all the time. What are we doing? He was like, oh, well, I'm just not ready for a relationship. I just got out of one, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck? So that's when I started doing my own thing. Ended up dating the other guy from the gym. Ended up being married.
Damn.
I ended up being married. And then your homeboy was like upset and pissed off over it.
I mean, rightfully so. Man.
I mean, listen, you had a whole relationship. I fucking waited like an idiot. And then we're over here trying and you're like, I'm not ready. So, you know. And then fast forward later on, we were going to try again. And this was already after the fact that I dated 2 people. One of them was long distance. We got on vacation. He goes through my phone and sees like an I love you text. And that was like the end of that. And that's when you guys started hating me. You guys were like, hate Jess.
Yeah, we're with pitchforks.
Right.
Hey, Jessica. Hey, we hate Jessica.
Yeah.
When do we hate her? Now.
We don't like her ever.
Ever.
And that's when I was like, yeah. And then I don't want to talk about that. But anyways. So that's what ended that.
Yeah.
You guys
so we didn't, like, all we heard was, like, she's a whore. Slut.
Over an I love you text forward. Jesus.
No, he didn't say that, but he was, you know, like,
Pretty much.
it was just pretty much.
Yeah.
And so
Although
I remember
that night that we came back, he had somebody's ass all over his face. And y'all all posted it. And I was like, oh, okay.
It was one person who posted that.
2. I was like, block.
Maybe a repost.
Keep. Y'all ain't shit. Wow. Nobody's gonna ask me how I'm doing. The audacity.
You're all like, we had Thanksgiving together.
We went out as friends.
We went out as friends.
Wow, we did pumpkins.
So y'all would have let him cheat on me?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, we were just like, hey yo, you know, I met her through you. So.
I mean, good for you. I get it. Y'all were friends.
You know, you would expect the same from your friends.
I mean, I would expect to just cut ties, yeah, but y'all really did not like me.
No, that's not true.
Because then eventually he tried to hang out with me again, like after the fact.
And I was the one that was like, bro, if you like her, fuck what we think.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like I don't like her. I was just like, if you do like her, he's like, yeah. I was like, then fuck what everybody else thinks, bro. Like we're not gonna be whether you are.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, you're right. I was like, bro, like, at the end of the day, it's you two. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said, well, how do you two feel? Fuck what friends and family think. It's how you two feel.
I hear you, friend, but that's not the way you guys acted.
But that's,
no,
you know,
I care about you guys.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, when we have, like, I'd be like, bro, like, just do whatever your heart feels. Like,
He just was all over the
fuck
place.
what people think, man.
I feel like now looking back, it's like
he's finally doing it. He's finally like, fuck my friends.
Right. No, finally he's like, fuck you guys. Damn, it took
You're
you
like, but not with her.
years to say that. Where were you back then?
That timing, my guy.
Super.
So
whatever. You're welcome. I guess that was a stepping stone. Hope
you're
you learned
the
something.
good luck Chuck.
Not the good luck Chuck.
Yeah, because after you, he found his soulmate.
Yeah. I just kind of buttered him up and tossed him to the
Taught him a little bit.
Tossed him to the one that looks like my best friend. Oh, we coming for everything today. And I'm sober.
You're like, if I'm going down.
Everybody's going down. What else do we got on the list? Who's next? Next victim.
Oh, so 6 months of being single.
Almost, yeah. What, October, November? Going on 5, I guess.
Oh, 5 months.
Going on 5. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like that episode came out that long ago.
I know it doesn't. It was a while ago.
Yeah, I was like nervous coming here today. I'm like, oh, what if he sees it? But it's like, I can't just
be
in a shell.
Like, I know you miss him.
Yeah.
And I know you still have love for him.
Mm-hmm.
But it's done, right?
I mean, I don't have a choice.
After today, for sure.
Fuck, I don't. Right after today, definitely.
After this episode,
signed
for
off.
sure.
Cease and desist. I'm gonna get one at my house tomorrow.
So if you ever mention me again,
right.
I will take you to court.
But I didn't. We didn't bleep you. But you know who you are.
So, but it's just.
I mean,
you've given up.
I don't have a choice.
Mm.
I don't have a choice. Like even after he broke up, I thought we were like maybe gonna try, but then like it would always fall back to the same conversation of like, I just can't get over the podcast, and it's just like, bro, like I mean, at this point, I can't do anything. You know what I mean? Like how you were like, I'll delete it. I'm like, what's that gonna do?
True. And I'm glad you said that because I was like, oh, lost all those numbers.
I mean, and I don't regret doing it. Like
you did tell me though in the beginning, you were like, Jonah, like you're my boy, but I regret it. And I felt when you told me that, I felt terrible. I'm telling you, bro, like I don't care about a lot of things, but I never want to cause anybody any type of like problems at home or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I was low key a mess. I was like, yo.
No, and I feel bad. I feel bad that you felt bad. You know what I mean? Like on top of like obviously feeling bad that he felt bad. I feel bad that you felt bad because
bro, I checked up on you like every day.
Yeah, I know. Bro. Thank you. Shout out to Jonah. Get you a Jonah, y'all. Like, literally get you a Jonah.
Are you okay, Jess? Like, just checking in.
Right.
Like,
I'm on the bridge.
Off the ledge.
Hit me on Coronado. I'm doing it, Jonah. Today's the day. I know it is.
Is that you on the bridge? Is that what's causing traffic?
Short use.
I was like, well, I come home like, yeah, I'm trying to keep her like in one piece.
Yeah. You know what? If I was in like my mid-20s, it probably the way I would have gone about it emotionally would have been different. But
really? Like worse or better?
No, worse for
really?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, for sure. I think like once you hit like 30, if you don't know who you are like mentally and like really done some soul searching, like you need to.
That's true.
And I've done that. I've gone through all of that. Like obviously the pain is still there, but you don't react on the emotion. You know what I mean? Like you just sit there and marinate for a week or two and you stank. Don't shower.
No shower. Same drawers with a little bit of crust.
I mean, I work from home. Nobody knows. Except for my dog. Poor dog.
They log on for the group meeting. They're like, what?
He's
like a barbecue
on the back. I'm like, it's my background. But yeah, I just feel like the way I processed it, like, yeah, it's still sad and depressing, but I'm not gonna go jump off a Coronado Bridge.
Nah, it's never that serious.
It's not. It's
and you can always find
hurtful.
somebody to talk to.
Yeah, it's hurtful, but if anything, I think out of everything, I was just very confused because I'm like, everything was great. Yeah, and this was it. Like not
like
even
this cause it like 50 Cent song. If that's all it takes for your love to be gone.
If that's all it
takes. So when shit happens to me, like bad shit, I'm not like breakup, but like in general, I always take accountability whether I know why it happened or not. But the way I do it is, that's probably karma. Like I probably did something to deserve that. Did you ever think like some of your choices in the past were the cause of this? No. Really?
Yeah, no. I'm all sitting here now like, wait.
You're like, wait a minute.
What did I do in 2005?
Because I always think like, if I lose something, I'm like, oh fuck, I probably deserved it.
Right.
You know, because karma hits me. Yeah. And they give me receipts like, this is why we're collecting today.
The paragraph. Yeah.
So
no, I don't.
When something bad happened, I was like, was that karma? Like, bro. So bad that when my sister got a divorce, I was blaming myself. That's probably my karma for how I used to act. And my sister's paying for my fucking sin.
Damn, Jonah.
Yeah. Like, hella. That's how I was like, fuck, is this my fault? Like,
no.
Is this like my karma for like shit I've done in the past? Like, you know what I mean? Like how I treated some girls and shit. Like,
But
is
karma
she paying
usually goes back to like you, not it wouldn't affect.
But then I was like, is my poor sister paying for my sins? You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Obviously not, but it's like I think like that. I was like, I always think like something bad happens to karma for something.
I mean, I get that. I mean, I believe karma comes back to you in any way, shape, or form. But I don't like. I'm like, I haven't done anything. I don't know.
Maybe we should ask my friend. He's gonna be like, karma.
Right here, bitch.
He's like, yes.
You're like, I've been knocking at your door this for the past 3 months, bitch. You don't answer. Karma.
Karma blocked you.
Right. Karma blocked me. I couldn't block him. Like everybody else did.
Like everybody else. They call it block Jessica.
Block Jess. Is that block Jess?
It's one of the options when you go to block. It's all block. You want block Jess? Like so it's permanent? Or like
bold letters, highlighted, parentheses.
Block. Thank you. Yes.
That's
it's all right. It's a lesson learned. Did you learn something from this, though, right?
I don't know what I mean. The only thing I did learn was don't give all of me to somebody because I'm quick to be like.
Until after a year.
Yes, like obviously the whole family thing for sure. Like that just is like, I can't do that. It's not even fair to the family. It's embarrassing. It's annoying.
God. For how long did you keep it a secret?
Because
I'm sure they were like, "Hey, where is
probably like
y el novio?"
Yeah, I know. And he was coming around a lot.
Thanksgiving comes, they're like, "Y el novio?"
No, they were still like, "Are you gonna invite him?" I was like, "We're not together." No. Like, why did he tell you different? Are we
Why is
together?
he here? Is this a surprise?
Are we getting married?
Comes out with balloons and flowers.
Bye.
I missed you.
He also has a setup of a podcast in the room. I'm like, wait, is this a setup?
What's going on?
This is karma.
He's like, yo, I have mad hoes.
Right? Imagine. I'd be okay with it. Listen, get you an experience.
Yeah, life experience, huh?
You have to get it some way.
Yeah.
But I do regret that. And then, what did I learn?
Giving yourself off.
Giving too much of me, like,
so soon.
And mine did, like, we were both very equal. Like, I've never met anybody that matched my energy as far as, like, being very giving for no reason. Like, even the smallest things. Like, you see that I don't have turkey meat in my refrigerator. You go to the grocery store, you come back, oh, look, you have turkey meat. And it sounds stupid because it's, like, the way a relationship should be, right?
But they're not always like that.
They're hardly ever that way.
Yeah, that's true.
And he literally matched me to the T of how I was. But he moved to a 2-bedroom apartment. Like, I bought him, like, house decorations, like, frames with pictures and fucking throw pillows and this and that. And it's just, like, to me, it's like, we weren't even together for that long and I'm over here. Not to say that you shouldn't be spending money on people, right? Like, because it was equal. Like, I've always been an equal person. Like, you take me out, I take you out. I'm this, I buy you that. But to forcefully give so many things of myself to your home.
To
that
our
is
home.
Not even mine.
Our home.
I thought it was going to be ours at some point. Like, stuff like.
She was like, I'm going to put.
Like, damn, I just want pillows.
My office is going to be right here.
Right.
He's like, you thought.
Chica's going to sleep right here. Like,
oh, Cheeky, she probably been.
Oh, I know. Poor Cheeks. He has so many baby daddies. I can't.
You work for the streets.
That was not that. Some haven't been around. And they all love her.
That sucks.
Yeah. So that's probably the two things that.
Hey, but now you know, like, your next relationship, if you were to get into one, there's like one more little checkbox that you could be like, all right, this is another thing I need to keep an eye out.
I definitely am more cognizant of it now.
She'd be like, do you listen to the podcast?
First question. Do you like people that are from the streets?
Yeah.
Would you like to meet somebody that's from the streets? All right, watch the podcast.
Like, if you had a business, do you want somebody with experience or no experience? And how much experience is too much experience?
You know what I don't like, and I've never been asked this, is like, what's your body count?
You've never, like, bluntly been asked what's your body count?
Never.
Today is the day, just no, I'm just.
I'm all, oh, where's my phone?
Where's my check? It's all.
I'm all open the door. Let it roll out.
Come on. Right? We actually brought them all here today.
Outside. You're all actually.
That party bus you saw outside?
Bring them out. Bring them out.
So anyway,
I don't know. I mean, it's not a lot. It definitely is not a lot. But, you know, it's not like a single digit.
Whose is?
Them. I mean, there's like, people.
Ooh.
I don't know. And some, I think it's a double standard too, because like guys expect women to not have like just a body count in general.
Like none, zero.
Right. Like you're a virgin when I meet you.
Like when I get there, you better bleed.
You better spot it.
You better spot it.
You better be hurting. Better pretend to cry or something.
You better cry.
Right?
You know what women should. That. You know, women should do it. Put a little bit of super glue.
Oh my god!
He's like, oh my god, it really is.
Don't do this at home. Do not put Gorilla Glue down there.
Just to seal it a little bit.
Oh my god!
Some Velcro.
Velcro.
He's like, oh my god, it smells. He's all, I'm in.
Why is it itchy? I'm stuck.
Then he gets STD. He's like, wait a minute.
Hold on. This feels similar to something else.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think, yeah, like, you see so many videos of guys like, oh, if her body count is like too high, it's unacceptable.
What I keep hearing is like, if you have a higher of like I think it's like 8.
8?
Body count for females.
In a year
like,
or like in life?
Life.
8. That's nothing.
8.
I feel like these days, if you meet a girl and she's like, I have 8, you'd be like, ooh.
Yeah. I mean, in general,
wifey.
People, like, you know? So I've heard it's like 8. Like if you have higher than 8, statistically, and I'm like, who's writing these
I saw
statistics
that
too?
Like the average is 8.
And if you have over 8, like you're more likely to like not be married ever, or like ever be taken. It's like stupid, and I hate it because a lot of guys do pay attention to that. But I'm like, who's?
But why are you asking?
Yeah, that too. Who really wants to know?
If a guy comes up to you and he's like, Jessica, second date, he's like, what's your body count? What is to stop you from saying like 3?
Right, who's gonna know?
Like, actually, I've been in a relationship for 8 years.
A virgin.
I've never seen one.
Use it in a
you know what I mean? Like, but you can lie.
You can lie. Nobody's gonna know. Like, unless you're really for the streets, and like people will know if you're for the streets because you've been around.
You know what's funny? Speaking of this shit, I was at the barbershop and this girl came in and she was kind of like friendly. Mm-hmm. And I've seen her a few times. She doesn't work there, but she's gone in there. And I asked my barber, I was like, "What's up, bro? Like, who's taking it down?" Like, that's a normal question amongst guys. He's like, "Bro, I know of like 3 or 4." And I was like, "Jesus."
I have already.
Yeah, and wow. I was like, not at the shop, but like in general.
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck, bro."
See, that is the definition for the street, aka the.
Though, yeah, I was like, damn. And he's like, imagine the ones that we don't know about. I was like, fuck, that's so true. If you know of like a certain amount,
yeah,
you have to like triple that.
Damn.
Easy. Yeah.
That's crazy. I know somebody that's
50s. Jesus.
Right.
Bless her heart.
Are you okay? You want to talk about it?
So dad didn't love you?
Jesus. Did you have a dad? Because I didn't, but I'm not 50.
Damn, 50? That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah. You're like 50 different penises?
No judging. Like, I'm not over here like, but to me, it's like I'm nowhere near that number. But it is like a crazy
That's
number.
What you should have done. Like,
loud.
My friend has 50. You should be thankful.
Right. Yes.
Like, it's relative. Like, right. 50? Not 50. Not 50.
And I did ask my ex, like, what is this? Like, what would be like an okay number? And I think he said like 10.
10. Yeah. Double digits. I don't even want to know.
Like, what's the point?
I know Cats because she like volunteered that information.
Yeah.
I was never gonna ask.
But even if somebody volunteers it, right? Yeah. If they even know it,
I would be like, keep it to yourself.
Well, what's that gonna do? What's that gonna change?
Yeah.
Do you have an STD?
Yeah.
Like, have you fucked?
As a guy though, my only concern was like, is it anybody I know?
Yeah, I think
like
that's
that you see me like
concern.
interact, because I don't want to go somewhere and then they're like, yeah, I fucked Jonah's girl, like
yeah.
That's the only thing. She was like, no. I was like, all right, then whoever it was, I don't give a shit. It's none of my business. It was way before me, so I don't care.
Should be everybody's concern. That's my main thing. Have you fucked anybody that is either my friend currently or I was my friend?
Yeah. Or look like my friend?
Yeah, right. Or looks like my best friend. But other than that, like, I don't like care what the fuck your body count is. Like, as long as you don't have no fucking STDs, like, we're good. We're good.
Yeah. That's funny how relationships never start off with like, hey, we should do like a test. First date, like,
should
we'll have dinner and then straight to Planned Parenthood. And
right.
I've
had like a couple guys I have where it's like, oh, do you mind taking a test before? And I was like, yeah.
Oh, no shit. Look at that. That's very respectful. Mm-hmm. You're like, I took one for the last guy. Actually.
Yeah, and half the time it's like, oh, no, I already have. I just took one like a month ago. Here you go.
And then they're like,
wait, you're like,
so you do this often?
Right.
You go into the clinic, they're like, Jess.
Long time no see. Wait, weren't you here last week?
Shh, I came with my date.
Right. Oh yeah, for my routine checkup.
She wants a number 1.
Con todo.
Run all the blood work.
Con todo.
Like, I think we still have some of your blood in the system. We don't have to take out more.
Matter of fact, we know where you live. We'll bring it to you.
Damn. That's smart though. I mean, that's, responsible.
That's the way it
for
should
some
be.
guy to be like, could we get tested for you?
Yeah, could we get tested? Or
was it because he just wanted to fuck raw though? You know what I mean? Because then that could be like, look, we just got tested. Like,
yeah. If anything, I was just like, do you have? Like, why are you asking? Like, it's a weird conversation because nobody ever has it, but that really should be.
It's an uncomfortable
first fucking question. It's not uncomfortable. It's like questionable. Like, why?
Yeah. Isn't it the same thing? Like, if a guy is like pulls out a condom, you're like, you don't trust me. But if a guy doesn't, you'd be like, what the fuck?
I think I think it's different. I think if a girl asks a guy, like, I need you to put a condom on, it's like the guys are might think like they're trying to like busting her for some stupid reason. Because there's a lot of guys
to busting her. If a girl was like, "Yo, take out a condom," I'd be like, "That's so responsible." Is there something you don't want to give me? You know, like
I'm trying to trap you.
no, like do you have something that I should?
I've never felt that way.
Oh, okay.
But I can see like girls feel
like if a girl pulls out the condom and be like, "Oh, you're
a hoe.
You have 50 bodies."
Yes. Fact. I mean, it's not true, but I feel, yes, guys definitely feel that way.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird for a girl to have, like, a pack of condoms.
Yeah, like if she got a 3-pack and there's only one left.
Right. The Costco fucking.
The Costco bag. She's like, I think there's one in here left. You're like, what?
Give it to my friends. 50 body count. Because
you'd grab it and be like, but then again, it's like when somebody gives you Halloween candy, you got to check it, make sure there's no holes in it.
The fucking thing blows up.
Like, you gotta check it.
Yeah.
It might have some little punctures.
I'm all thinking about my life now. I've never checked. I should.
Because the next thing you know, baby. Yeah.
No babies. Not right now.
No? Ever?
No, I do. I mean, shit, my fucking clock is ticking, bro. Ticking.
You'll take me back.
Right. Pick me up. I'm at the corner
of the street.
I'm at the pod. Pick me up. Definitely fucking never coming back. Ever. Fuck that. No, I do want kids.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I really thought this guy was the one.
Yeah.
A part of
we
me.
all did.
I know. Literally, even my supervisor was like, team him.
Yeah.
Damn, everybody loves this guy.
I never met him and I was like, I like this dude.
Yeah. I think it's just because everybody saw how I was like so happy and stuff, you know, and just like cool, calm, and collected with him that they trusted me on how I felt and obviously like how we were around each other. So it's like sad. A part of me still holding on to it, but you know, a
little bit of hope.
But I still like I'm already at the point of like, you know, physically.
When you get a text message, you get like a little bit of butterflies. Like,
and every day I look at my phone and I'm just like, Claudia.
Fuck you.
Sorry, I love you, Claudia. But me and Claudia text all day, every day, and every time it's like.
You don't have anybody with like the similar name?
No.
And you're like, oh.
Oh, well, no, because his is pretty long.
Oh, okay.
But it's the same first initial as my best friend, but hers is only 4 letters. And his is like longer. Yeah. So.
And you're like,
but when I see like a long name, I'm like, oh.
It'd be a fucked up joke if like Claudia, one of your friends, switches their name to his name. And then they start blowing you up and you're just having a panic attack.
I would put all their business on blast. Fuck everyone.
You want to know who 50 Bodies is?
I got it right here.
And the names.
Bodies.
Bodies.
Like from Snow.
Him, her, bodies.
We watched too many shows. That's bad. Blame it on COVID.
Oh, shit.
I would be mad. I would
be a funny ass joke though.
No.
You'd be mad, but then you'd laugh.
I'd be like crying, laughing, like, I can't believe I ever like
You're like, I hate you, you fucking bitch.
Fuck you. I'm really gonna go jump off a bridge now.
And the text is like, I love you and miss you.
It's not really him though. Oh wait, I'm confused. Oh my god.
How's the you have a chili oil?
I do.
Shout out to
my chili oil.
Chili oil.
I should have brought some. I just made a new batch and sold out.
I made it with rice. That shit was fire.
So good. It's pretty addictive. I don't eat mine anymore because I have really bad heartburn. I'm old, guys. I take pills every day. But
for heartburn?
Yeah.
No shit. You probably got like ulcers and shit.
I really think
you got doña problems.
For sure. That's what happens when you eat a jalapeno at like 3 years old. You just never stopped.
A jalapeno.
A jalapeno.
A real chile.
Yeah, the real chili. Real chili. But I have really bad heartburn. But yeah, my chili oil business, I shut it down because I got broken up with. And that was another Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed.
Why would you shut it down because of a breakup?
So we started it together. So the main reason I even entertained this thing is because we went to Foodie Land. Have you heard of it?
Foodie Land?
It's in Del Mar.
Oh,
so
I was
like,
gonna say okay, go ahead.
Like Del Mar Fair, but minus the fair. Just a bunch
food.
Of food
oh
vendors.
yeah, bunch of fried food.
Mm-hmm. No, they had a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah,
they even had
I thought it was just fair food.
No, I mean most of it.
You know what I mean, like fried.
Yeah,
shit.
but they even had. Excuse me. They even had like a michelada stand.
Oh.
Mr. Rice or what is it? They had he's usually here on 3rd or whatever. But it was good. They had a chili oil stand, so we tried it and I was like, I could do this. And like I love cooking. Like
Have you had one before that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you've made one before?
No, I've never made it before.
Oh, okay.
So I just started looking up recipes of how to do it. Like what's like the basic ingredients, and then I added additional stuff to it. So it's like cracking it in a can, and
it's really good. And after I ate it, because I had avocado toast for breakfast.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna put some fucking chili oil on this, and I was like, that shit is delicious.
It's good.
But chill the fuck out, because that's just mad calories.
Right. Well, it's a lot of sugar. Well, it really isn't a lot, because here's the issue though. Like you're only supposed to what's corn oil too. But I know, right? It's a clogged artery in a can, pretty much. But you guys are only supposed to eat a little bit, and everybody. I just have the largest, which are 32 ounces, and I gave 2 of them to my best friend's sister last night, and she's like, I need another one. I was like, I just gave you 2. She's like, no, half of it's already gone. She used it like she made.
They're gonna gain weight, and they're gonna be like, Jess, I don't know.
She's an RN, so that's on her. That's on you, girl. I don't even have the ingredients on there, like the nutritional facts. I don't know what's in there. Could be cocaine, could be crack.
Eating it with chips and shit.
No, people eat it with chips. Like my Filipino friends have sent me like pictures of them eating it with like Doritos or Ruffles. I'm like, damn, my heartburn is acting up just looking at that. Like my ulcer is like hurting at all. But it's cracked. But I have to first of all, that you need to help me with my.
I'm gonna hug you with the logo.
Yeah, he was supposed to help me with my logo.
A new one.
When I got broken up with, and here we are.
I was just saying that to console you because you were like going through. I was like, "Yo, what do you need? What do you need help with?"
Right. Oh, I got you. I need a new logo.
Yeah.
So that I
get
can
it back up and
rebrand it. Yeah. Yeah. So he had done he was part of the. Anyways, he was my inspiration for that. And I started sampling it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, our relationship was great. For real.
We miss you. Did you guys have like a thing?
No.
Like where you guys would do it? Like me and my girl, we go like that to each other, you know? No?
Okay. We weren't there yet.
Oh.
That was probably
it was coming though.
That's probably like month 7.
You guys were like more like mature though. He's like, let's start a business together.
Yeah. Like,
we're over here like, oh, it's so cute. Right. We're over here like baby talking to each other.
Tie and shit. Like, babe, I bought you a new tie.
Fucking Fortune 500 companies.
For real, he's like, I got you a company car and a company phone. Like,
company credit card.
And he designed the thing, and like he's very like smart tech wise and all that. Well, he's in tech, so I let him do all of that, and I'm the one that actually makes it. Like he bought us like we were about to get the LLC and everything.
Damn.
Yeah.
And you said delete.
And then he broke up with me, and I was just like, delete that fucking page. Fuck this. Like, I had no motivation to do that. Well, yeah, because
I'm sure, what was the process like? Sad? Mad?
I was confused.
Confused.
Then sad. Then I was like pissed off. And like, I was just like, fuck him. Like, I'm whatever. He ain't shit. And then I got back to sad. And then, my grandma just passed away. So like, that brought me back to like my feelings, emotions, and heartbreak. And then like, probably the last week I've been okay.
Oh, okay.
I've been okay. But it's like, any breakup, you're like, I'm going back and forth, So right now, I'm okay. Ask me in a couple hours.
When the drinks are in.
Right. I miss it.
Those videos are like, if you see me crying, just leave me alone.
In the corner.
It's both of us calling him, we miss you.
FaceTime him, babe. It's like, babe, what the fuck? Y'all has a new girl now. Oh, Lord.
Oh, my. Imagine some girl answering. She's like, he's done with you, bitch.
Right. Is this a pod girl? Oh, I don't know.
That's your name, the pod girl?
On my phone, pod bitch. Oh, Lord.
Do not answer, pod bitch.
It. I'm back again.
That would crush
Jen,
you?
I'm coming for your job.
Take it.
Take it. This is my job.
That would hurt you?
If you had another girl, yeah, 1000%. That was like, he was saying I loved you. Like, we were talking about.
He also learned something too, though. He's like, on the next day, he's like, have you done a podcast? And she's like, no, never. Perfect.
Right.
Wife.
Right. Wifey.
I got the ring.
Right. You want to get pregnant today or tomorrow? Horrible.
That would suck on to see him. If you've never run into him again? Were you guys ever in the same circles?
No, never. And I've gotten lucky with like the last couple guys that I've dated, and I like to keep it that way. We're like, we're not in the same circles. We don't hang out in the same places. We don't know the same people. half the time you're not from San Diego, but you're out here for some reason. You know what I mean? Like you were in the Navy, you came out here, you're not no more, or like work brought you over here. So I've gotten lucky in that sense, where like the people that I've dated don't know anybody, and I would like to keep that trend going. So yeah, like we just didn't know, and he knows people that I know, like, but like artists or whatever out here, but nothing like on a personal level.
Where you'll see them in public and shit.
Yeah, not at all. Even though like for a solid month and a half after, I felt like it was Claudia's birthday. We were going out, like went to dinner, and went to Miss, and I was like, I had social anxiety because I felt like I was gonna run into him, and then Claudia's like, would he be out here? And I'm like, no. Then why are you tripping? I don't know.
Turn around, he's on the desk like,
babe. You told me you love me a week ago.
That was my new boo. Non-pat podcast.
Non-potty.
She's a non-potty.
Like, but she's in the streets. At her favorite club.
Damn, that's crazy. That's good though.
I'm glad I've never run into him.
The feelings would come back in like a wave.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%. If he texted me right now, his name popped up, the feelings.
You still have him saved in your phone?
Yeah. I do. I feel like
that's gonna be the day
I
you
still
like
have his
really move on is when you.
I deleted our pictures.
You deleted the pictures?
Yeah.
Why?
But if I wanted them back, they're in our text thread.
It still exists.
They still exist, but they're not on my phone. For a while, I had them under like I guess hidden view, just to not look at them.
Yeah.
God, people are probably gonna think like this bitch is like
she needs to get over
sad, right?
Yeah.
Put her ass on Hinge or something.
Or they're gonna be like, same girl, same.
Right. I feel you, bitch.
Yeah.
Don't do the pod.
You're back, no.
No, not her. No. They're all texting him. Don't look at the pod. But I deleted our pictures. I have not deleted our phone thread or text thread. Because I feel like there's certain steps to like a breakup. Like certain things make it like official, and like really official. Like, oh, you can't get that shit back.
There's levels to this shit.
Right? There's levels. I still need receipts if I need them. So I haven't deleted her.
You still have receipts. You told me you love me on April 3rd.
2022, motherfucker.
Damn. I don't know. I it's been so long since.
Yeah.
I've been with Kat for 8. And before her, it was like 4 or 5 before. So
good for you. It's not all that.
I don't remember.
It's
I don't remember the process.
It sucks. I tell my best friend all the time, I'm like, y'all better make it work. Get out here.
It's all toxic. No.
Right. No.
Keep him.
He slapped me. It's okay.
What's a little slap?
It was a little tap.
It was foreplay.
You said you like that.
I know. You said you like your rough girl. Come on.
Wait, I know, right? We play rough. What the heck?
Don't be a pussy.
Oh my God.
That'd be hilarious if you stay out of your location and he's like,
dun, dun, dun. He's all like with the eyes.
I was thinking about that time you told me you met some dude on like an app and then he was like mad weird. What was that?
Which one?
You told me it was like some dude. He was like hella weird to you. You couldn't find nothing on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. And I never met him in person. Yeah. He just like added me on Facebook. That guy.
That guy.
I fucking blocked him out. Yeah. He was like talking to
traumatic
me.
Experience.
Right. PTSD all of a sudden. What was he saying? He was a lot. Guys were a lot.
Guys be weird, huh?
Over nothing. Oh, because I asked him one time, like, what do you do for work?
Oh,
that one. And then he said, I save lives. And I was like, okay.
What are you, a cop?
And then he wanted to like me for
EMT?
coffee. And then, so then eventually, again, I was like getting a pedicure or something. And I was like, oh, I know you said like, you know, you save lives, but like, what do you do? Like, are you a doctor? Blah, blah, blah. And he like got super offended and was like, I don't know you. Like, you know, I sent you the screenshots like, Jonah, this is like the type of shit that people deal with.
Live clinger.
Bro, like, and then he was like, oh, sent me my phone number.
Oh, that's weird.
And I was like, what the fuck? How does he know my phone number? Like, obviously you can find people's phone numbers, but it was just like weird. He was just like, I feel like when people ask what you do for a living, like they're gold diggers.
Like, you should have been like, who hurt you, sir?
Right. I was like, and I just, at that point, like, and this is why I know I'm like gone to a place where I'm mature. Because when you just say, okay.
Like when you don't engage and you're like,
yeah, like, okay.
It's too much.
I want to like Twitter fingers over here go off because I'm just like, dude, you're psycho. But then it scared me that he knew my phone number. And I was like, is he going to like pop up at my house? Shit. Like, I was like, let me just.
I'm here to save
And he was
life.
going on and on and on. And like, it was long.
Was he cute? Was he like worth all this?
Yeah, I mean, he was cute.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he was Black and Dominican, so he spoke
Oh,
Spanish.
fuckboy for sure.
Yeah, he was cute. He was tall. Like, he apparently saves lives. I don't fucking know.
I think it's because you said, "Are you a doctor or something?"
Well, no, I said like what?
'Cause if you'd have said like, "Are you
No, I said
a
EMT.
school nurse?" He would have been like,
Is that saving lives?
"I don't know."
The school nurse, maybe.
Yeah.
But I was like, I literally gave him like a list of different things, like, maybe that's prying. I don't know. But if anybody ever asks you, what are you doing? What do you do for a living? And you don't have to be specific. I'm not asking you for your address or who's your manager.
How much
you
make
can't
an hour,
answer
is
that.
it?
They're going to lie. They're liars automatically. Like,
That's true.
They're living a lie.
That's a good way to find out a red flag.
Oh, that was 1,000%.
Yeah.
Why are you getting so upset, sir? I don't know you.
He made it seem like, how much do you make after taxes?
Right. That's what I was like.
Is it weekly or bi-weekly?
Right. What's your gross?
What's your gross?
And how many people do you
How much
claim?
did you claim last year? What side hustles
Did
do
you
you
get
have?
the PPP loan?
Are you on the
And
run?
why not?
How many employees do you have? He's like, what the fuck?
Right. Do you have a trucking business like everyone else?
Do you gamble? I need to know these things before we
Right.
get married. He's like,
Red
what
flag.
the
I'll
fuck?
send him a bunch of red flags. No, for me.
Damn, yeah, some dudes be...
I hate, like, I don't even, this is why I said, like, I'm just not ready to date. And
I tell Kat that all the time. Like, if it's not you, that's it. I'm not trying. Like,
No.
I see this shit. Like, people who come on here and
It's
tell me, I'm like,
trash.
I don't want nothing to do
it's trash.
with what's out here.
Mm-hmm. It's fucking trash. Like, I feel like
I'll just put up with Kat's beating me. I'll put up with the beating she gives me.
just be life partners. Both of you guys just cut your hair the same, wear the same clothes,
A couple of lesbians.
travel the world together,
It's
look
gonna
at
be
the
you and
same.
Claudia one day.
I got you, Claudia. It's okay. We're each other's life partners at this point. Like, can I move in? It's bad. It sucks. I hate dating. I've never liked it. Like, I've always dated with intention. Like, I want kids. I want to be married.
Yeah.
And it just,
Nobody ever dates to go be a hoe, you know?
I mean, there are people, but
That's true.
I feel like you can easily pick them out. Like, who's really trying to look for something and who's like, all right, y'all trying to make your body count go up. I don't want to be your list, but thank you. Thank you.
You would never get a
offer.
ticket to that show, but thank you.
Here's a token of your appreciation. I'll remember you, I'm sure.
Speaking of Claudia, so yesterday I went to a podcast meetup. It was like a bunch of different podcasts,
Mhm.
and we all met up and just started. I didn't know what I was getting into, but it was pretty cool. We were like sharing ideas or like struggles or whatever. It was cool.
Mhm.
One of the guys there knows Claudia.
Ugh.
And you know what's funny
Claudia?
though? Let me tell you what's funny.
Glad we knowing everybody.
So I have to sit next to him. But at this point, I don't know him. He's just one of the other guys there. I'm like, yo, I'm JONA,
Mhm.
blah, blah, blah. And he's like, hey, man, you know what? I got to be honest, bro. He's like, I used to low-key hate on your podcast. And I was like, hey, what? And he's like, not hate, but like I was a little bit. He's
Like, jealous?
Yeah, he's like a little bit jealous, a little envious of it. And I was like, what the? Like, I'm like, bro,
Like, what
I've
did I
never seen you before. Like, you know, like.
Yeah. You're like, is this like keyword you want to be on my podcast?
But he was saying that because he's like, bro, you have conversations, you say whatever you want, like you can be so free. And I was like, I mean, you can too, like it's yours. And
Not everybody can.
he's like, nah, bro, this is my work. And I was like, oh, I got you.
Oh.
But he knows Claudia. He was like, I
Uh-huh.
was talking to Claudia about it.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, oh, well, her friend got dumped because of my podcast. He's like, yeah, I heard it. She was wildin'. And I was like, no, don't say
We
that.
don't like you, sir. Don't like you. You're the 1%. She was violent.
He's
Come
like,
on, me
I know
or
he didn't say
Claudia?
she was wild. He just said it was wild.
Oh, I mean,
And I was like, I thought it was hilarious.
I
And I
like-
listened to it so many times.
I listened
after
to
you
it so
told
many.
me.
I was like revising it over here, like making checkpoints on my TV, like notes.
I was like, I listened to it over and over, and I was like, I mean, there's a couple things that are a little bit spicy, but nothing like
Again,
I gotta dump her for this.
his feelings are valid,
No, yeah, 100%.
but nothing out of that was worth a dump.
No,
Nothing.
it was
Not even a conversation, sir. Like we
like a
didn't
fight,
even talk
little
about
argument,
right.
little
You
tussle.
can slap me. It's fine. Like tell me, show me how you feel.
Yeah.
Don't leave me.
The harder you hit me, the more you love me.
Right. That's what my mom said.
No, we can't say that. There'd be women really be going
Nobody was hurt in the making of this video, I promise.
There'd be women really thinking like that.
Right. It's sad. My mama told me that.
There's this one lady, I saw this video. I only saw a clip of it, but it was like she was just so vulgar and hilarious. I thought she was talking about her husband cheat on her. And she's like, if you're going to fucking cheat on me, let it be with somebody fucking cute, not the fucking fat girl. Like, if you're going to don't embarrass the house. Like, get a good looking girl. I'll pay for the hotel. And I thought it was just hilarious.
That's funny.
And I wanted to find the clip, so I had to find the YouTube. That shit was 3 hours long. Damn. And because I didn't know where, so I watched the whole thing. But she was like, he would hit me. Like, she's like, we were in the car together, and I looked out the window, and he punched me because there was a guy there. And she's like, oh my God, he loves me so much.
Oh
and I was
my
like,
God.
wow.
That's sad.
That's sad. That's like real bad. So I don't want to joke about domestic violence.
Yeah, let's not. Hopefully you guys are smiling when you do that, but don't cry. If you cry, it was serious.
Yeah. You've never been in a relationship like that?
A physical fight? No. I think emotionally.
I feel like you hit people.
I mean, I get fights. Into fights.
No, I feel like you've hit a boyfriend.
Yeah, no, I said I feel like.
Yeah, no, don't try to skip
Have I
this.
felt like I wanted to? Yeah, I've had a period of time.
Does.
Yeah, I think the most I've done is like I wanted to fight my significant other, but the closest thing to me was like my keys. So I just like chucked them at him.
He's like, yo, what the fuck? I thought you asked for the keys. My bad.
And I had like a bunch of shit on my keys.
Oh, well, I was like,
yeah, it was
janitor keychains.
I just chucked it, and I didn't even go like this. I literally like whacked it, like I had like feeling behind it. You know what I mean? Like
no
I want
gusto.
you to, right. I led with the elbow, and I threw with the wrist.
Released at the right time for proper speed.
It shit was like, quack. But that's the most I've done.
Damn.
I've never no.
Any jealous?
I've took that out on girls.
Angers?
My fight. Anger issues?
Like towards bitches, like you felt maybe we're hitting on your man. Are you toxic, Jessica? I don't think you are. I don't know.
No, I've always wanted to be called that. Say it, toxica.
Call me toxica.
Call me toxica, Jess. No, I mean I'm
bit.
petty. In general, I'm just a petty person, but I'm funny. Like I'm not like you. Every time we talk on
stand up,
right? Won't catch me on Algon Boulevard
for the streets
for the stand up. Calm down, city. No, I think I'm more like I know how to hit people in the right spot, not physically, but like I feel like for guys, you guys' ego, like you just know how to hit it. You need to know where to hit it in the right spot for you guys to just like crumble.
That's horrible. I hate you right now.
But it's true.
In an argument, you're all like,
and
your dick is little. He's like, no.
No,
you said it was the perfect size.
You said it was an eggplant. Come on, yeah. When it's cooked.
Starts adding them shrimp emojis.
Cooked.
That'd be petty as fuck. Like, you guys are like flirting, but you're mad. So you send them, I want some of this tonight, little shrimp.
Oh, I know who to send that
to. Like, what the fuck?
I know who has the perfect shrimp. You know who?
Leave these short shrimps alone.
I know. It's okay. Look, they know what to do with it sometimes.
Yeah.
No, I've never been toxic, I don't think.
No, I meant like towards girls.
No.
Like you've never had like an altercation with like some girl who was being a little too friendly with one of your dudes?
No, I think the only time that like something got out of hand, and it wasn't even me. It was when the guy that I was dating from Orlando came out here, and it was New Year's. We were at Park. And we were about to go downstairs for the countdown, and I do date, pretty boys. It's my rep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that one. Pretty boy. Yeah.
Cleans up nice.
Yeah. Anyways, and he's a good-looking guy, and he's tall, black, handsome, whatever. So we were about to walk downstairs, and some girl said some comments, and like I looked over, and there were these two black girls, and they were like, "What the fuck are you looking at, bitch?" And I was like, "That's my man." Yeah, and I was like, "That's my man. Like, calm down." And she threw a drink at my face.
Did she say something about him?
She said something. I can't. It
like,
was such a long
dark chocolate.
Something like, "Oh, I'll climb that."
Why is he with that little chola?
Not a chola. No. I looked cute that day. Okay, no hoops.
No hoops.
That's what makes me a chola. And she said something like, "Oh, I'll climb that motherfucker," or something. He's so fucking fine. And she said it so. I'm at the club. If I can hear you, bitch, you're loud.
Well, maybe she didn't know that you were with him.
Well, and I turned around and we're holding hands. He's literally leading me.
Okay, never mind.
But he was leading me, so I don't know if they just thought like he's leading her or like they're together. So I looked over. She was like, "What the fuck are you looking at, bitch?" And I was like, "That's my man." Like, what? What are you talking about? She threw a drink at my face. And when you don't expect that, like, it's like when somebody throws, you're just like, what the fuck just happened? So I started swinging. And he got so mad at me that night. He's like, why would you swing? I'm like, do you not see my fucking face? Countdown, we were fighting.
That's like a dope way to go into the
countdown, just swinging. Like, I didn't give a fuck.
Damn.
Oh, my God. But besides that, no, that's it. That wasn't even my fault.
I mean,
I'm not a jealous person. As long as you don't touch my man, you can talk all you want. But I also want to look at my man and him not entertain it. You know what I mean? Y'all can, if they can compliment. Oh, thank you. Yes, that's mine. Just as much like I like to be complimented, and I would hope that my man's okay with that as long as I'm not entertaining it. Yeah. You know, you want to feel proud of like who you're with.
Right.
You don't want someone to be like, dang, you with that ugly
bitch? Nobody want him?
He's with that ugly bitch that everybody's been with. Oh.
Damn.
You're doing great.
She's nice.
She's a nice
She knows
lady.
how to make chili oil.
No, she has her own business. That's sad. But I do. I just
because you've been with like the brothers.
Yes.
Have you ever had comments from like black girls? Because
yeah.
Really, you've had those comments?
Mm-hmm. Where they're like hating or
like
because,
not okay
like, with the fact that I'm.
Why isn't he with her with like a black girl or some shit?
Out here, not really. No? I feel like I love that. That's what I love about San Diego. It's very diverse out here. Yeah. More diverse than most places. But when I've gone to Texas, when I've gone to Dallas,
no shit.
When I've gone to Houston, 1,000%.
Damn.
I cried one time when I went to Dallas.
What'd they say?
So for one, we went to I think it was a Steelers bar 7 years ago. And this was just my homeboy that lived out there. And I stayed at his house. We never dated, don't date, nothing like that. And we went to a Steelers bar. And I was literally
just you two?
Me, him, and like two of his other guy friends. But everybody in there was black. I was the only like person that wasn't black. Which I was, I mean, I'm okay with that. I don't care. But I walked in there and automatically people were treating me like shit. I was standing next to a bar top. And this girl's like, excuse me, you're next to our table. Keep in mind, it's like the front door, me, and the table. I wasn't even like on it. I was like, oh, okay, my bad. She's like, no, I need you to move.
Damn.
I was like, wow. Like,
so aggressive.
Where? There's literally nowhere for me to go. The server charged me $400 and something on my bill, and I only had 2 drinks.
I know you disputed that.
Man, I disputed everything. My whole trip. I told my bank I wasn't even in Dallas.
I didn't take that flight.
Oh no, 1,000%. I said, fuck it. I'm gonna say I never went to Dallas, and I got everything. It was like a free trip.
Damn.
Disputed everything.
Damn, was that bad?
I wasn't playing. Yes.
And you think it's because? Was it because you were there, or because you were there with him?
I think it was because I was there with them, and they like one of the guys was flirting with me, and like he was like trying to be all up on me, and I was entertaining it and stuff, and like the girls just did not like it. And then my friend that I was staying with there ended up talking shit to the girls. Like I didn't even tell him nothing, but he can see how uncomfortable I was, and he could see how much they were making it a point of like, this bitch doesn't belong here. That he was just like, he went off.
Damn, that's crazy.
Off on these girls, and I've never experienced that, and I hope I never experience that ever again. But yeah, most of the places that I've experienced that has been Texas and Orlando when I used to go out there.
In Orlando? There's like everything out there. It's like San Diego.
Mexicans are not really out there in general.
No, but there's Hispanics. I mean, there's Latinos.
There's
like
Dominicans. There's mostly Dominicans and Cubans more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were hating too, huh?
Hating.
Damn.
It's uncomfortable.
I thought it was only towards white girls.
No.
You know?
Maybe in certain places, maybe out here, I don't know. Yeah. But I've never experienced it here, thankfully, because I would be mad if that's happening in my own city.
I'm sure it happens.
Maybe, but they probably don't say about it.
Or under their breath, like,
yeah.
This bitch.
But also, like, I feel like the black community out here is not that big either.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. Compared to like,
compared to like Hispanics, of course not.
Yeah.
Or there's a lot. I feel like there's strong in Asian, like Filipinos. And then Mexican.
But the Filipino, I feel like the Filipino and the black community is not the community is not that big. I wish it was. I wish we were like even more diverse than we are right now.
Damn.
I think we could be. I just think people think of like San Diego like this bougie place.
Yeah, it's funny because I'll ask like black girls like, how do you feel if you see a black dude with a white girl? And they'd be like, nah, I don't give a fuck. Like if he's like one particular friend, she was like, good. That way we know he don't fuck with us. Like letting like we don't want his kind of. That's all he likes.
Oh.
We're not gonna chase after a guy who only likes white girls. Like,
yeah.
If he can't appreciate black women, then fuck him. But
yeah, I mean, I think most people don't care, but there is like if there's that 1% that cares, they're very like just do not like it at all.
And you've never heard it from the other side, from like the Mexican side?
Mexican guys, I've heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I feel like Mexican guys are like
because they're
like people think I only like to date black guys, but that's not the thing. I think when they know that I've dated a black guy, like Mexicans are automatically either like scared or threatened or feel like they're not going to be good enough.
Oh.
So they just divert themselves that way.
I like, damn, we don't like cheating.
Oh, you like but it's like, no, like, I mean, I used to date Mexicans all the time. Like, I'm not like no Mexicans. It's just Mexican guys are scared of me.
You're violent.
Right. And
you're for the streets.
I go on podcasts. So don't do it.
Don't do it, ladies.
Don't do it. Not for
if you have a man, don't come on here.
Right.
I asked a girl once, she was gonna come. I was like, "Is your man cool?" Listen, I'm not doing this shit again.
I will not delete anything posted. I am not liable. Yeah. And then in 2030, if you ever came on the Barbershop Confidential podcast, you are entitled to
in 30 years,
$25.
$25
and a hug.
Now, because I had a girl come on and she was talking shit about her baby daddy, and I was like, that's on you. And but then she was like, oh, he heard that I was on there. Can you delete like the shit I said about him? I'm like, girl, why'd you say it then?
Yeah.
Like, if you know you're not supposed to say it.
See, do people? I feel like if we're on here, okay, you're kind of just talking, right? Because we're friends and you forget things are happening, right? But you have to be a little bit conscious of what the hell's coming out your mouth.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not out here talking shit about people. I'm just speaking my truth.
I mean, you did a little bit.
We're bleeping that. But at this point, I don't care. That's been years ago.
Yeah.
And that's not even talking shit. That was speaking kind of like the truth. I'm not saying he's a bad person.
You're speaking your truth.
I was speaking my truth. The real truth.
Your truth.
Right. I'm on the real truth.
Your side
but
of the story.
But I'm not sitting here like saying like, oh, that person was he was a shitty person. Like, he doesn't deserve anything. No, I still believe he's a great person. He really is. But when you come out here and like just talk shit.
Yeah, she wasn't talking shit, but she was just saying stories that, maybe shouldn't be shared. And I was looking at her like, bro, and she's like, yo, can you delete that? Yeah. No problem.
And you could never come back.
Ever.
Right. Ever. You're on my do not transport list.
A block.
Welcome block to the club, girl. Welcome to the club.
You stay blocked. I wonder how many pages have blocked you. I wish Instagram would tell you like you've been blocked by this person.
There's like apps, but it doesn't really.
That's
tell
too much
you.
work.
Yeah,
like I gotta go download an app, pay to see who's blocked. Nah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, there's people that have it though, or like when people unfollow you, like notifies them.
That's sad.
If anything, I would want to know is like, well, my shit's private.
Like who's looking? Who's like every time somebody searches your name?
Mm-hmm,
yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah,
because how many people are really searching your name?
That's true.
Not a lot. That's something I would want to know because I know I'd be searching people.
Make it private. I mean, public, and then you can see like the bot accounts who be stalking shit.
But even if they're just on your page and don't like follow you or like anything.
Yeah, like if they see your story, you can see like.
Oh, but if they don't do any of that, you can't tell.
No, I need to know. I need names.
Right. Like before, remember they used to show you. No, not that one. They used to show you like when your friends liked people's stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Thanks for taking that off because I'm bitch ass would be like.
You were searching that?
Yeah.
I never looked at that. It wasn't until Kat was like, "Oh, you can like pictures, but not text me back." I was like, "How did you?"
Girl.
Like,
looking under the pillows.
Camera in here? What the fuck? I would have never like bothered to look through that.
I did, not all the time, but it was. I think when that was the thing, I was like in my relationship that I was in at the time. I didn't trust him.
Oh,
like what are you doing?
It's all like you big titty bitches,
right? Big booty hoes. I'm like, I'm offended.
The BBWs. You're like, no.
No, not me. Tall ass bitches. What?
No.
No.
Blondes.
Oh, fuck.
Have you ever been a blonde?
I've
seen red.
Red is my
blonde.
shit.
That's when you know she's for the streets. Not
Red?
you, women in general. Like if they got red
I'm
hair.
a woman. Not you, but women. What am I, dude?
No, like I'm not attacking you. I'm attacking all women. Like if she got red hair for the streets.
I loved red
And
hair.
the redder it is, the hoer she
Dude,
is.
I had it like red. I'm trying to think like the Supreme.
You're not helping yourself. I'm over here like the redder it is.
I was
the bigger the hoe.
single. Ew, I used to love red. If I could go back
That's
to
how I
red.
met you. I think you had red hair. Yeah, I think so. I remember you with red hair.
Oh, it was washed out already. So it was like copper, like
You were like coming out of the streets.
right. I was like, let me just like let it die out. I've had like mechones where it's not highlights, but they were thicker. When they were a thing back in the day.
That was like
when like they were like freaking thick as fuck for no reason. Like you
ugly as fuck.
So I used to have that, and then you would only do half of your hair, not all of it.
Yeah,
I used to do that. So I guess I was considered kind of a blonde. I've always wanted to double on the idea, but I have thick ass hair, so it would be.
Yeah, your hair is thick.
With the
We all know that your back is hairy for sure with that thick ass
baby hair. All Mexicans have that. Shit, I don't even got sideburns.
I knew a girl who used to shave them.
Yeah.
Like we could see that though. It was like
Shaving?
a 5 o'clock shadow.
What?
It was like, you know, like
Dang, how thick is
they're probably using clippers, not razors. They're hitting it with the one, not a
She's out of the
bulb.
bathroom. She's over there shaving her face again. Not the clipper. They're all the dog clippers.
It's caught.
She comes out with like a bunch of little stickers.
What happened? Pimples. I knew a girl in middle school.
Control.
Middle school or high school. She had like a lot of chest acne.
That's horrible.
And she would put stickers
Oh.
over, but it was like red around the sticker. Like, girl, we know what the fuck that is.
They're all trying to come out like
Like, just wear a fucking turtleneck. What are you doing?
oh, that sucks.
That also reminds me, it just fucking came up. I worked with this girl and she would wear shirts like not revealing, but like where you can see like the neck, you know, like a little bit of the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Mad acne. And I was like, girl, why would you wear that? Why would you? At work.
She was trying to embrace it.
No, but it was like sales. Like we were talking to people and she would always have it like, it was just like, what are you doing? Like, because now they're just going to look.
Yeah.
You have to look. You're just like,
Yeah. Damn.
bunch of
Well,
pimples
shout
on
out to
you.
her confidence.
yeah.
That's confidence right there.
Pobrecita. She dated this guy, huge fuck boy. Like, huge fuck boy. We knew him, like, me and my boy, he was a promoter. He would be with us with a bitch, like, dancing up on her, kissing her, you know, like, pretty much fucking her in the club. And then here comes this girl. She's like, yeah, my man. I was like, you're a man.
You're like, y'all's man?
She's like, that's my boyfriend. I was like, you're like boy, like a couple?
You're all studying. You're like
Or like
you're
a
like
friend who's
you're like your
who's a
real boy.
She's like, no, that's my, like, this is his
She's like, we're
sister.
engaged.
And I was like, girl, you need to talk to him because I don't
Wait,
think he knows.
She said this is his sister.
Yeah, she was with his sister.
And
she's
they were
like,
bumping and grinding.
No. She was when I was like, oh, she's like, oh yeah, you know my boyfriend, so and so, and I was like, I was just with him this weekend. Like, you weren't there. And she was with his sister at the time.
Oh,
She's like, this is my sister-in-law, and I was like, you fucked up, girl, because I know you know.
You're like, I don't know if you know this, but not this. That's something.
I was like, hey, you know, I'm gonna let you cook.
You're not part of the family. You're the side bitch. For sure.
He told his sister to take you somewhere right
You're
now.
the madrastra. I heard to break it.
Imagine that'd be my sister would never.
No, hell no.
She would never allow me to have a side piece.
I don't think anybody. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't allow you.
No, but I'm saying like his sister probably knew what kind of
I wouldn't even. I got your back.
what kind of brother she had, you know?
Yeah.
And she was over here like, oh, my brother ain't shit. But
That's
whatever.
embarrassing.
Yeah, 'cause especially when you find out.
Yeah.
You knew, bitch.
Right. She's like, you knew. When? I told you.
I thought you knew. I
Right.
thought you were
I
okay
thought
with
it was
it.
a joke. Oh, this is for real? Damn. Fucked up.
That's foul.
I happens when you do too much Molly.
Yeah. Too much coke. No, stop. Don't do drugs, kids.
Right. We should not promote this.
Unless it comes from a pharmacy, then, you know, that's fine.
Unless it's a pharmaceutical.
There's no fentanyl
In
on
Mexico. It's not funny.
Anyways, we'll wrap it up because, you know, it's Saturday night.
Saturday. The streets are calling.
The streets are calling.
Let me go back to my day job.
Even
My
though-
day job.
Yeah. Even though it's cold outside, you know, hoes don't get cold.
We don't, apparently. Apparently not. We just get thrown back in there.
So thank you, Jessica. As always, I'm glad you came and updated me on what happened, you know.
Yes.
And
And
that
you
the
haven't
people-
seen the episode, watch it so
Yeah.
you can know what the hell this bitch is talking
They're going to go
about.
back and be like, nah, he was right.
No, he did the right thing.
He dodged the bullet.
Right. They're all like sending me messages after.
They're all
Stupid
attacking you.
bitch.
Or
Oh my God.
some guy's like, hey, I slept with her.
My life is going to change forever.
Until next time, peace.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You looking for me, you can find me at the spot. Chopping it up with JONA. We talking about what's hot on the block. Up in Dago, man, we bumping. Keeping it confidential, you notice how we coming, we in front. Looking for that real, better tune in and stick by. Put on for the city every time that I dip by. Getting to that gritty every time that we sit down. Promise you it's real every time that I get round. Come on. Been in the field playing, we work.